Yeah, which really makes the shield capabilities of the Sidewinder that much more striking in comparison.
Enemy victorious.
Oh, that was even worse. 1-6. Oh, that was horrible. Yeah, and I've had that where my team did that as well. And that's certainly the way to go, because if you get pulled out 2-on-1 or 3-on-1, God forbid 4-on-1, you're just toast. These planes just can't stand up that well. And I'm not overly fond of where it says up there in the top right, try harder. It's a little rude. Yeah, they do like certain things like MVP and, you know, kill streaks and stuff. Those bonuses all appear on the right, on that top right. And I've noticed that one before. I'm just not sure what triggers that little XP bonus for try harder. And I noticed you always get a bunch of votes and people dropping out whenever it's a capture the flag map. I guess I don't see why people don't like it as much. I think it's a pretty fun mode. What game was that, Terry? I would think, you know, that kind of makes sense, except there's a pure deathmatch mode as well, like free for all, and I jumped in that queue first, and it was like maybe 3-4 minutes of sitting there trying to find a game and without finding one. So it was like nobody was playing that. Everybody's playing the team conquest or whatever, which is the rotations, deathmatch and capture the flag. But I think the capture the flag is a lot of fun on this. It requires a lot more strategy. You get a bunch of bonus points for doing other things, returning the flags and killing the flag carriers, whatnot. Great way to rank up quicker. Yeah, see, it's like everybody dropped out of this, so I'm probably going to have to go back to the menu, find a different game where capture the flag isn't on the next one up. Like I said, it's disappointing because that's a great way to rank up really quickly because you can get a lot of points and bonus XP for it. It may also be that I'm sure there's quite a few people playing it, especially maybe in England and Europe. But over here in the U.S., it's still pretty early, so a lot of people might still be at work. So I assume there'll be more people playing it later today, and of course, as it goes on, more and more people every day. So hopefully, it'll be easier to get a match. This kind of sucks sitting here just staring at searching for a match. That's another thing to take in consideration, that there's a lot of Xbox Ones out there, but not as much, you know, as PCs or whatnot. So the player base is certainly smaller. But I would have thought. I mean, the whole reason I bought the Xbox version was just for CQC, so I could get my hands on it early. But even at half off, I assume there's probably still a lot of people who are like, don't really want to buy it on Xbox. What I like about this is you can really see the level of detail they can put on their maps when they're handmade, as opposed to being, procedurally generated like everything else is in the game. There's a lot of neat little details on these maps. Hey Natsu, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Terry, I definitely that too. I think honestly they should have just called it early access. People understand early access from Steam. It's more known. Game preview sounds a bit weird, almost like a demo. Like it's a preview, you can play it and then buy it later, and when it's not that.
3, 2, 1.
Well, this isn't good.
Engage.
Yeah, the wording on it is certainly unclear as far as like the pricing and how, the $30 is permanent if you buy this, but it doesn't say that expressly. And again, I think, I don't know why they didn't, but they should have just outright called it early access, because that's what it is, and people know what that is. Or at least, PC players know what it is, and there's a lot of cross between PC and Xbox One.
Under attack. Shields are
not a good start to this match. Yeah, ramming speed, unfortunately, in these ships just does not work. They're way too fragile.
Target shields offline.
Well, and I'm just gonna flat out say that's because they got better versions of the ship. Maybe. That's my excuse. That's what I'm sticking with.
Under attack. Shields offline. Target shields offline. Hull integrity critical. Eject.
Yeah, it takes nothing to take these ships out, shooting wise. And you missed it earlier, Natsu. Some guy was in a Sidewinder. I sat there shooting that thing for like 2 minutes straight and just did nothing to its shields. Yeah, they said before that the Sidewinder would be the tankier of the ships for this, but I didn't think it'd be that bad. Things were insane tough to get